Welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle. So, this video got out a little bit late, really late actually, because it might be useless now. And basically I want to give y'all some tips to either recover from Thanksgiving or some tips to prevent like jacking up your macros and screwing up your diet for Thanksgiving. Now some people say, hey, it's Thanksgiving, don't even worry about it. But there's some people who are taking this dieting thing very serious, and it could potentially be the cause of a relapse. So I want to ensure that I give everybody the ability to not make the mistake of relapsing or just overall letting themselves go over the course of this holiday season. Now this is going to apply for anything. I did one for Halloween, and I called it like candy recovery or something like that, where essentially I talked about how to recover from overeating on candy and what to kind of do about that situation. So with this video, it's going to be a little bit different because, to be honest, like candy's way harder to fit into your macros than, say, for instance, a Thanksgiving dinner. My first tip, if it's not already too late, is to intermittent fast. Now, I guarantee it's probably too late. Some people are already eating Thanksgiving, so I do apologize. I'm trying to get these videos out sooner, but I'm working 12-hour shifts. If you hit the cellular button, you'll see that here in our life that we're trying to integrate fitness into like our busy lifestyle. We're working 12-hour shifts and working like dogs, trying to do YouTube, like zero free time. How we're able to sustain and maintain the ability to keep working out and staying on top of our goals. So, for the second tip, if you have not eaten your Thanksgiving dinner yet, something you can do is make sure you're going for the high protein foods. So making sure that you're going for the stuff like the turkey or the ham or whatever type of meat source that you're having at your Thanksgiving. Now, if you're having stuff like green bean casserole, you might want to stay away from stuff like that because all the creams and stuff that are in that casserole. But if you're having regular green beans, make sure you go for regular green beans because you want to go for them voluminous sources of food that are not very calorically dense, and it just makes it easier to feel fuller faster, so that way you don't consume a lot of foods that you probably should not be eating. If you haven't already realized, we're kind of doing a 360 around my office. Don't judge it. Like I said, don't look at those either. Don't judge it, but hey, it is what it is. We're busy AF. Sometimes the kids get in here and play and just destroy things and get into things they shouldn't and take cameras and body slam them and do all kinds of unenjoyable things. But hey, it is what it is. So sometimes we can't recover from cleaning up our house. I'm going to try to really open up even more so what our lifestyle is like and how our household is held. We're hoping to have a really big change to our life here soon. We're not 100% positive if it's going to go through, if we're going to follow through with it or not. But if so, I think it'll be life-altering, life-changing and whatnot. But for right now, still working the 9 to 5 and still just doing things and grinding out. So sometimes you gotta make sacrifices like letting the house be trashed. I'll let the house be trashed for weeks or two before I even start to clean up because if I devote that time to cleaning the house, I won't be getting out this YouTube video. If I devote the time to cleaning house, then I won't be able to get in as many hours at work, actually I have to work those hours. So it isn't like I really can recover from that. I just have to work these hours at work, and so it's either I lose out on fitness, YouTube, or cleaning the house. And right now, cleaning the house is the least important thing to me. I try to make sure it's sanitary clean for my kids, the floors are vacuumed and everything. It's part of the reason why the video is late today, because I had to vacuum the house, had to straighten things up and whatnot. Back to the video and the Thanksgiving tips. Now, this one's going to be very obvious. Try to stay away from the desserts. But something that may not be as obvious is to stay away from the super calorically dense desserts. There's some desserts that are just way more calorically dense and just way more crap food than others. Say for instance cheesecake, that's a very bad one because it's so calorically dense. It's because of all the high fats in it. You're actually better off eating something with a lot of sugars in it than you are with a lot of fats in it, just because it's more calorically dense. It takes less amount of food to equal way more calories. So just keep in mind of that. Another tip that is probably one of the first tips I should have even mentioned, and that's because if you're trying to make some gains, if it's bulking season for you, you absolutely do not want to miss out on this Thanksgiving meal. So you should absolutely 110% have worked out before you do your Thanksgiving meal. Now I would even suggest a full body workout, unless it's just going to throw off your routine, but I would highly suggest maybe even potentially working out the day before Thanksgiving, the day of Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving, just because all 3 of those days you're going to have a caloric impact that's going to be way significant than any other days, and you want your body to say, okay, I can use all that food right now, and definitely don't want to let those calories just go to fat whenever you have the possible chance of them going to muscle. So one of my other tips that I was going to bring to you guys was working out after Thanksgiving, which I guess I kind of already gave y'all that tip. So, hey, it is what it is. Another little tip. Now, these are tips that I'm just coming up off the top of my head, things that I've used during my cutting phases, bulking phases, and whatnot. And let's go ahead and just say it. Water. It's a very difficult one, and it don't necessarily have to be water, but go with 0 caloric drinks. So 0 calorie drinks. You just want to do 0 calorie drinks because you're already consuming so many calories from the foods and desserts that day that you don't want to mess it up by doing extra calories, taking in extra calories from liquids. It's so easy, especially because on Thanksgiving you're probably going to be eating a lot, so you're going to be thirsty a lot, so you're going to be drinking way more than what you need to, and you don't want to consume an extra 1,000, 2,000 calories of drinks. It's just not worth it. It's not gonna get you your goals, like, no matter what. Like, you can't make gains off of Coke. Alright, so we've made a 360 around the room, which means this is gonna wrap up this video here. If you got any tips to help out the community, put them down below in the comments. Love to hear from you guys. I'd love to try out your tips. I'm sure I have more tips in my head, but I can't give you all the tips at once, or else this would be the only video you'd watch. Plus, I can't think of any other tips at the moment. Well, I could, but then I'd have to think. Sometimes I'm not good at thinking, so, I think it's best that I not think, because I might hurt myself or something. But yeah, back to it. Hit that subular button. Hit that notification bell so you can get more dumb videos like this one to give you tips for dummies or something. Yeah. I just want to help you guys out, help you through your journey, and maybe make the impact that it takes to get you to the next level, to get you to hit your goals, reach your goals, and stay on top of this thing. I think the most important thing is just to stay on top of it, not give up, and just be consistent. Just never giving up. Even if you slip up for a day, a week, a month, just never give up. Know that you're on the journey to constantly improve, and just connive this thing. Just connive it. Thanks, guys, for watching this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Oh my God, broke the camera.